Danny, your thoughts?
We've been through this a lot, right? I sang it last night, though.
Sang the shit out of it last night.
Well, how about with perspective? 35 years later. I mean,
Well, it's less about the video than the song. Like, I remember Maurice playing the song for us, and once he started, I was just sitting there shaking my head. I mean, there are some people living in this world, no shit.
deep.
And, you know, so once we get to the video, I was like, this ain't even a Christmas song, you know what I mean? It was on the Christmas song, what are we doing? So it's more about that. I mean, obviously what Doug shot was beautiful, and, but I'm not really in the video much, so as a young guy, like I don't care now, but as a young guy, you're like, I'm in the group, man. What the That would have been my only note to you, Doug. But I didn't like the song, so I didn't really care.
I was with Danny the other day. Sorry, my voice is shot. I was with Danny the other day, and I said, we're gonna have Doug do the panel. And, you know, I said, we gotta do this one for the children. And he said, and I was like, no, it'll be fun. Everyone has feelings about it. He goes, man, that kid in the striped shirt was in the video more than me.
Can we see the kid in the street?
Who is that kid?
Somebody photoshopped Danny's face on that kid. We'll do a redo.
So there was a campaign somebody started on social media, I think it was Rat Tail or somebody, like, save, free the kid in the striped shirt, like. Now you know why. Nobody, it's not that we didn't like him, it's just, we didn't want him to take Danny's place in the band. That's all it was.
Well, you know what I think when we shot the performance, it was where everybody was sitting around the table. I think, were you on the other side? I can't remember. But wherever you sat, that's probably what I don't know.
When you got one guy dead center going, then you can't compete with that. You can't. There's no.
Hold on, because this is like, to me, this is basketball with no hoop part 2. The song was fading out. The song was fading out, and we started getting goofy. This one's for the children, and I started doing this shit, just being silly at the end. I was goofing around, and this is 5 videos, and you had a whole bunch of film now, right? I'm like, we're goofing around one take. The edit came, and the first thing in the video is me kicking my feet. I'm like, what the fuck?
And he went around the whole world filming people. What was the budget on this video?
Here's the thing with that video, but it was different. I had moved to Paris, and I was living in Paris, and so I came up with this thing to shoot kids around the world. But when we edited it, I shot it in New York, the performance part, and then I had to get a new editor. I couldn't work with my normal one. And so
The guy who was so good.
So we cut it in New York, and then I had to leave for another job, and the editor worked with the record company to finish the video. And it really it wasn't edited the way I would have edited, so
And
that...
you could tell. I didn't even know you did this video. It makes sense. I mean, it was. I mean, we only did the performance. You could tell. I could see the quality of the shots, but like the rhythm of it is probably a little off, and I mean not off, but just different from what you normally do. So it makes sense.
I mean, that's why that happened, is because I had to leave to do another thing, and the record company took it over. And, So,
But you lived in a different country now, and they were like, get back here, we need you again, because we had this rapport, right? And you were like,
No, I was excited to
yes, us, but like, I gotta, what do I do? Like, I'm in Europe, and you just said, I'm just gonna bop around some countries and film the world. There are some people living in this world, so you went to film it.
And you guys, at that time, you were so busy, they only had 1 day to shoot it. So it's like, you got this 1 day to shoot them in New York. So the rest of the stuff, I just got two guys to help me. We traveled the world shooting kids, which was an interesting experience.
How many?
I'll tell you why that Greek thing happened. I think, we were actually...
Where was that? Where was that? The
Okay,
kid.
I'll tell you what happened. Is we were going to film in Egypt, so we flew from Paris to Egypt, but the producer didn't get a permit for us, So we arrived. And
Never stopped us before.
and so Gaddafi, the Libyan dictator, had come that day to Egypt, and the Egyptian authorities thought we were there to film him, that we'd snuck into the country. So they arrest us
Oh my God.
in this cinder block jail at the end of a runway and say, you got to get on the next plane out of the country the next day, which happened to be going to Greece. So we went to Santorini and found these kids, and that's the kid on the donkey you don't like.
Oh, whoa. I never said I didn't like the kid.
No. That's where that kid came from. It's just by chance.
So let's back up. You spent the night in prison, in an Egyptian prison.
At the end of the runway, and then they came and got us at like 4:30 in the morning, put us on the next flight out, which was to Athens instead.
And you kept going.
And then
You're
we
like,
kept
after
going
this.
And then we went to Moscow after that, and to Bangkok after that. We circled the... I mean, nowadays you could just buy stock footage of kids, but at that time, you couldn't.
Tell us about where you
of
buy those,
anybody.
Doug.
You sick bastards. I could just see you in that prison going, the right stuff, the right stuff? Shut up. You're on the next plane tomorrow at 4:30. What, I'll be loving you forever? No? You ask about this energy and whatnot, and how you kept going, and how we were able to just keep it going, and have someone like Doug capture it. I mean, you talk about we were too busy and we only had 1 day, and it was a turning point. That I'll be loving you. I mean, this one's for the children was a turning point. Danny was so pissed. No, I'm kidding. No, but seriously, I mean, that's what makes those first 4 videos so special, is that, you could see it, you could feel it, you could touch it. We're out of time.
No, you guys can text us. There's these things called phones. If you want to get us a message, we can't see that far.
But it was like, I don't remember doing this one's for the children. That's when, for me, it all just started going, whoa, whoa, whoa. But those first 4, that first year, we had energy. We were just running around from club to club. You know what I mean? We had a lot of space, and then it just gets smaller and smaller. It was like that Star Wars thing when the walls came coming in. But, the lightning in the bottle was those first 4 videos, and you were just the most amazing conductor of this perfect storm. And it's so nice to. I mean, I'm not wrapping this thing up. It sounds like I'm wrapping it up, but I just want to be.
No, we don't want to wrap it up.
Thanks.
It was just so special.
Do you guys want to keep going? Because I'm in this super cool. I love this. Do you guys have any questions you want to ask from that era of videos? One person has a question. And you're in the back row. All right. Not sure we can figure that out. Okay, we can figure it out. Go ahead.
We can hear you.
the Bauhaus shirt?
You know what's funny? A lot of people ask me that Bauhaus, and I honestly, I still don't know who they are. It's a band. Is it a band? A goth? Oh. It's fine. Well, like, they kind of just laid a bunch of shirts out, and I thought that shirt went the best with my jacket, basically. But it got a lot of, like, attention, and a lot of people over the years have said, I like that Baja shirt, man. Like, a lot of people, like, thought I was, like, cool or something, because I wore that shirt, but I'm not familiar with the band.
That's funny because whoever our stylist was brought like all these like band t-shirts. Because me as well had some punk rock band on my t-shirt, and I didn't know who it was either. It was a cool shirt.
Yeah. So
That happened a few times. We got lucky with t-shirts sometimes.
Yeah.
While we're talking about fashion, one question. So you all upstairs, obviously you have a lot of your archive of fashion that you guys have been keeping over the years, and you've been posting some on social media. Donnie, I want to know whether those ripped jeans still fit you.
He just said, do you still have them? No, the overall, he said what, the overalls? I wore those last night. There was a concert we did. I think you were there.
No, I saw the overalls.
I have the ripped jeans. I did an Instagram post of the ripped jeans. Because I wasn't thinking they could fit. So I just posted it because it got me emotional. You know, a lot of this old stuff gets emotional. So I did try them on. And I wasn't going to, but when I did the post, everybody was like, you better wear those at BlockCon, you better wear those at BlockCon. Not everybody, but a lot of you. So I did try them on, and they do fit. Sort of. I can show you right now if you want. Yeah, except
Wow.
I made one new rip. Yeah, I got them on and they wouldn't button, so I figured it's better to expose the back than the front. Yeah, there they are. Oh my God, they ripped together. There you go.
Gorgeous. Thank you, Donnie.
Sorry. I will say, the hardware hat, the skull jacket, the overalls, there was so much mildew on those clothes. I don't know, I hope you guys didn't get impacted. I couldn't breathe last night for half the show because I was like, so if anything befalls me in the next few weeks, it's BlockCon and bringing out all these old clothes for you guys and breathing in toxic fumes from my storage unit. I did that for you, Sonal. What? Oh, the romper? The romper was jealous of the ripped jeans and decided they wasn't going to show up to BlockCon. There you go. Did you guys have any more questions? There's people out there with microphones that can come ask you if you have one.
To know where the Batman belt is. Jordan's Batman belt.
Who asked that? What are you? Oh. The Batman belt, I don't know where it is. I don't know what. That was in Hangin' Tough, right? Yes.
Where's your rat? Where's your goddamn rat? Oh, fuck you.
You know what? I might have it somewhere. My mother kept that thing. She's a bit of a pack rat. She's very sentimental, and she hangs on to a lot of those past things. And I think either my mother has it somewhere, or I might have lost it. But I did keep it for a while. Anyway.
So I think we have Renee and Zach out in the audience. So we're going to just form a line. Thank you.